Well, this is part 2 of the reservoir. Looks very different now. That was where the wheat was, right up to this corner, and we filled all that in, and that's the reservoir. That's a big hole now. Just taking the bottom out, the last bit of the bottom, and building up another bit of land that's low. One of the other D8's has just had to do a little bit of a disaster, so we'll just walk around there and have a quick look at that. They'll go most places, but sometimes they won't. D6 is going to the rescue. Let's see if we can get out there and have a look. Got the old scraper on its side, on the batter. We've all done it. It's ever so easy to do. We ask a lot of these old things. There he is, just putting it back on with wheels. Easy as that. Yeah, so I started my last video off on this corner, and we've built a lot of muck in here, and we're just straightening out that batter down that side, which is too steep to do it with a scraper. We'll do it with a blade. Yeah, so that's the reservoir. We've not got a great deal more to do. We've got to trim all the batters up, get some more out of the bottom with a fall to this corner in front of me, because that's where they're going to be pumping from, and trim all the batters up, and then we've got to topsoil everything with a lot of topsoiling to do, but we reckon we'll be done in about a couple of weeks. So I'll show you what's happening in the cab. See you in a minute. Well, here we are. We're in the cab again, looking down at the reservoir. I've had to kill the noise of the tractor a little bit in the volume, because you can't hear a word I'm saying. So we're just going to go and get another load, and I'll show you what we're up against on the with dust. Oh, I don't think I've ever built a reservoir that's been so dry. It really is dry. Where you keep running on it, it just turns it to talcum powder. It's just, you know, like flour, as you'll see. And I'm on a crazy long haul, the longest haul that I've done for a long time. And I'll show you doing one load down there, and I'll show you the amount of dust we kick up, and I'll show you where we're putting all them up. So we're down to depth in this corner. This is just over 6 metres deep now. Yeah, we can go down even more if we want, but I don't think we probably will. We'll take a bit more out, but we need to get the bottom falling to the right hand side. You see it's kicking the dust up now, but this is nothing to what you'll see later on. So the only access we've got is down the corner of the batter. So you won't be wanting to do this when it's wet, because you'll have the scraper around and up on the back of the cab, because I've got no brakes, the scrapers, at all, none at all, not even fitted with brakes. So just gently nudge over the top. See that old scraper coming over the edge. More light coming to get a load as well. Yeah, we're fairly deep in the bottom now, but we're down to this black clay. It's good stuff. but we've got such a surplus of it that we can't use it on the banks anymore because we can't put the banks up any higher. We normally have the D6 pushing us, but he's not pushing us at the moment. He's out on the outside of the banks, trying to get shape it all up for us. It's very hard, that clay. It takes some peeling up, as you can hear by the tractor. But if you keep skimming it, you'll get a load in it. It's a lot faster loading when you've got the D6 behind you pushing you as well. You see the loads coming up a bit now, so I don't know what my mate's doing. He seems to be going up and down. I think he's just sort of tidying up all the little windrows and everything that we leave, so leaves it all looking regimental. That's it. Nearly to the end of the reservoir at the toe of the batter on the other end. So now we've got to get out. The temperature outside is in the 30s. It's ridiculously hot. It's another heat wave we've had. Keeps an eye on the temperature gauge and the transmission temperature gauge, and if they do warm up, you'll put in 15 gallons an hour through the engine and of diesel, and it makes an awful lot of heat. You've got to get rid of it. And you can see they're working hard. They'll slow down like this under load, but they'll never give in. They'll just keep going. They're not the fastest things in the world, but you know, when you've got nearly 100 tonnes all up weight, they do well. So the bit I'm going on now is the bit behind the reservoir where the wheat was, and we've filled this in. I've put hundreds of tonnes in here, hundreds of tonnes to shape it away from the reservoir so you can still farm it. We haven't topsoiled it yet. We're going right across the middle of it. We've put a road right the way across the middle. That goes right back down there, down the field. Look, we'll blend that in and then you can still farm it. So he's happy, but we can't put any more on without going further into the field, and the farmer didn't particularly want us going any further in the field, so this is why we're on this ridiculously long haul right down the bottom of the field. There's a big valley down there that we've been dumping the muck in. You see the dust, can't you? Those big drums on the right hand side, they're irrigation reels. That's what they pump to the sprinklers out in the fields. It's got 6 reels there. We've got pipe round them. I think he just stores them there until he needs them. They grow an awful lot of onions here, and onions need loads of water. So we're going past the existing reservoir at the moment, the one we did in 2012. This is a crazy long haul. I'm only doing 5 loads an hour because it's so far. That's the existing reservoir, and all the muck that came out of that is underneath where I'm going to be tipping it in a minute. The farmer didn't want any high banks around it, so he wanted it all at ground level, so we had to get rid of all the muck down into this low bit. And I've been tipping in there now for, I don't know, can't remember how many days, several days. But the dust is ferocious, look. When I get down a little bit further, I can't even see where I'm going to tip. So we've got an air compressor coming out on Monday, and we're going to blow the radiator and the air filters out. The stuff you can see blowing out the front is all going through the radiator. Does a good job of sandblasting the radiator. I can just about see where I'm going to tip. So we're building this low area up now. It's not particularly low, but we've managed to stuff a load more stuff in it, and still, so they can still farm it. We just put a row in at a certain thickness and then move across and do another one and so forth and so forth. Putting it in there about 1 metre thick, not per load. You have to build it up in layers, obviously. But I'll get out in a minute and I'll explain to you what's going on. Friday night, we're just clearing up and just trying to get the last of the muck in here, but this is already, this low bit here, we've already put all the muck out of the other reservoir in here. It was very, very low, and we've got such a surplus of material that we can't use on the reservoir because we just haven't got room for it. We're bringing it down here. So we're going to build it up to about that level, somewhere like that. If we run out of muck, we'll feather it out so it joins in, because he wants to farm it. He wants to reinstate it to farm it. I guess there's about 3 acres here all together, and then we'll push the topsoil over and that'll all be good to go. So that's the beast. Enough clay on the back end. Trouble is it goes over the back sometimes, but we need the weight of these things, you see, to crush this lot in, otherwise it just stays all sort of aerated, you know. But we run on it a few times and it soon packs it in. But all this here is what I've put here myself. The other guy's not helped at all. He's just
topping up the banks and finishing off around the outside really. So there'll be another video of when we've topsoiled it, or when we're putting the topsoil around everything and it's coming to an end, and that'll be another good job out of the way. It's a hard life. You can see the dust that the things chuck up. Fortunately the cabs are sealed up so we don't get too much in there, but mind you, to look at me you'd never know. Yeah, I'm sort of black from, dusty from head to toe. It's not good, is it? But yeah, it's just nice to stop. It's so hot today. It's about 29, 30 degrees, I think, something like that, 31 degrees. So yeah, there's the old traction engine and the scraper covered in dust. Everything's covered in dust. There's a colossal amount of heat these things make. You know, the transmission temperature's nearly in the red all the time, and engine temperature keeps creeping up. But on this long haul it does get a chance to cool down on the way down here because it's downhill. But yeah, we're getting to it. The farmer's delighted with what we've done, although he did move the pegs out for the boundaries by 20 metres, which made an awful amount more muck to move. So I reckon we've got probably a couple more weeks here tidying up and topsoiling, and then we're done. So I'll do a video for that, and that'll be the last part. Then I can get back to motorbikes, which is my great passion, as some of you know, especially Royal Enfields. I've got some more Royal Enfields to show you that you've not seen before, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Right, I'm going to go and clatter off into the distance on this old girl and go and get another load. I shan't film that because I expect you've had enough of it now. Yeah, jolly good. Right, enjoy your weekend coming up. I probably won't upload this until Friday night, which is tonight. Gives you something to look at. Just another thing that I do, or I've done for 56 years, so I'm quite used to it all. Yeah, okay, I can't think of anything else to say. I'm tired, I want to go home, I've had enough. You know, we've been working 11-hour days and it's just wearing me out. Can't stick it like I used to when I was a young'un. But there we are. Alrighty, I'll catch up with you later. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, bye bye.